If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Coach Shayain. As an LPGA professional golf coach, I am really passionate about combining golf fundamentals with business etiquette. Let me tell you a little bit more. Previously, before I became a golf coach, I worked in the professional sports world for 10 years. I worked for teams like the Orlando Magic. I worked for Arsenal Football Club in London, England. And then I went to Spain for a little while and worked for some football teams there in North America. We say soccer. Then I came back to Vancouver and I worked with did some consulting for some local Vancouver-based teams. So I've been in sports, professional sports for 10 years, working, in 3-4 different countries. So I'm very passionate about the business side of it. And then being a golf coach, I have found the perfect essence of combining the two and the power that it has. Well, I can speak from my experience and tell you all the amazing people that I have met that I would have never been able to ever meet if I didn't play golf. Golf has always been the tool that has given me the introduction to CEOs of massive football clubs, to presidents of big brands. And it has just been a tool that I have used throughout my career without even knowing that golf was making all these introductions to people. So I am here, and my channel is a platform that I'm using to share all these little golden nuggets that I've learned throughout the past 10 years on how it has actually helped me become successful, how it's helped me reach and meet people that I would have never met before, but ultimately the bond and the connection that you have with the people on the golf course. So I'm not telling you that you need to become a professional golfer, that you need to love the sport, that you need to absorb and take in every single thing that I tell you or watch every Instagram video. No, that is not what my message is. My message to you is learn the basic fundamentals of golf. Basic fundamentals. If you learn the basic fundamentals, you can be in conversation with people and you can say, I'll go out and play with you. I'll go close a business deal with you. I'll go out and network. Oh, you're having a social event. Oh, you're having a charity tournament. I would like to be involved. It gives you the opportunity to be in the picture. If you don't play golf at all, the doors automatically shut and you can never have the chance to get in there. So that is what ultimately my channel is all about. This is a platform I'm using to share all these little golden nuggets that I've learned. So I hope you really enjoy some of the things throughout my journey that I share with you. Always feel free to leave a comment below if there's certain videos you want me to do. More than happy to do them, or if you have questions about my past experience in professional sports. I hope you stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. So today's video is on how you can potentially find your next employer on the putting green. I have been putting a lot of emphasis on putting. You're probably like, stop talking about putting. How do we crush drives? We want to talk about full swing. No, we will talk a little bit more about putting. If you already haven't watched my previous 2 videos on putting fundamentals, putting tips, or just fun games you can play in your house, make sure to go see those after this video, because I will explain to you why I've been going crazy talking about putting, oh yeah, and more putting. The reason for this is, let me hit you with a few facts first, okay? I will talk about Fortune 500 companies in a second, but putting, if you don't already have a putter, it is not very expensive to buy a putter. You can buy a $10 putter. You need a putter and 1 ball to start off with. If you have a sleeve of balls, perfect. You can start in your own house. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm making golf affordable, starting with putting and in your own house. You don't have to go anywhere. Practice in your house, watch my previous videos on how you can do that. Okay, now let's talk about the facts with Fortune 500 companies. Why am I bringing them up? What do they have to do with putting? Well, Forbes released an article That says that Fortune 500 companies make up 2/3 of the US economy. $13.7 trillion, yes, with a T. And from those 500 companies, let me name a few just so you're aware of what those are. So if you're in the tech world, they would be Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, and there's over 100 tech companies. If you're in the world of food and beverage, it would be Starbucks, PepsiCo, Walmart, CVS. If you're in clothing, Nike, Under Armour, Levi's, there's tons of them in there as well. And then entertainment, let's say Disney, Netflix. All of those key businesses fall under Fortune 500. What does that have to do with putting again? These companies, Forbes has written that their top executives play golf. Almost all, it says. So not all, but almost all. So even if it's 90%, that's a lot of executives on the golf course playing. So why are you being left out because you don't know how to play golf, or you're too scared to try it, or you're intimidated by it, or you don't feel welcomed? That is why I'm here to start and help you out. Let's start with putting. No driving range. You don't need all the golf clubs. You need a putter and a ball. So once you've watched the previous videos, you've learned the fundamentals, you understand about confidence, and you understand about the putting stroke. You then come down and you're in your house and you try the different drills I give you. Because of these Fortune 500 companies, I don't want you to be left out of the conversation. You can meet these top executives at the putting green. And if you don't meet, let's say, the CEO of Apple or Walmart or whatever company from that, you will meet another executive. You will meet just amazing people that play golf, that socialize on the putting green. So now you fully understand why I've been telling you about the Fortune 500 companies and their top executives. I've drilled the numbers into you. I've drilled the fact that you need to learn putting, that it's very important. Now let's kind of go more into how are you gonna have these conversations with people on the putting green? You're like, how does that work? Well, I've done it, so let me explain how it works. First of all, you have your putter, you've gotten your ball, you've practiced in the house, you're golden. You feel confident in your putting stroke. Then you're gonna Google a local golf course. Putting is free. It doesn't matter what golf course you go to, if it's private or public, putting is for free. Have the confidence, go inside to the pro shop, ask the person, hey, where's your putting green? Simple question. They will guide you, turn left, turn right, wherever it is, take your putter, take your balls, go to the putting green. I have my 1, 2, 3, however many balls you take with you, okay? I have my ball. You're gonna be nervous, you're gonna be feeling uncomfortable, you're gonna feel awkward, you might feel like you don't belong. Stop, take a deep breath, everybody belongs, okay? It's a very firm message I'm gonna tell you. Everybody belongs at a golf course, so don't feel that way, that's just in your head. Take a deep breath, and maybe don't go super far from the hole. Take your ball, take your 3 balls, and go very close to the hole. And just practice, just tapping it in, right? Do your little thing, maybe even do a few practice strokes, trying to figure it out, and then just breathe, and you know you're gonna hit it, or you're gonna hit it and you might even miss a few. You might crush the first one like that. You might crush it, it might go flying, you're gonna be embarrassed. Don't worry, golf is hard. Everyone doesn't get their first 4 or 5 putts in. That's the whole point of practicing putting. I am taking you onto the golf course for you to get your touch going now, right? Because we've done a lot of practice in the house. Now you need to understand what the real grass feels like. But also you're kind of just being observant on who's putting. Is anyone coming onto the putting green to practice? You're not being like super eager about everything, but the first point is you need to practice and get your putting stroke going. The second point is be observant on who's in the putting green and practicing. Now, sometimes someone's ball might come through your path or might go in your hole. in your hole. And at that point you might be like, oh, and start a small conversation. That is usually a first proper way to have engagement. The first 4 or 5 times, if you're super nervous to engage with anybody, don't. Go there, practice your putting. Eventually build the confidence to have a conversation with just one person the next time you go. Maybe it's only the person in the pro shop. Build the confidence to be like, you know what, I'm a new golfer. What do you recommend for some putting drills? Have a conversation with them. They might introduce you to people, they might not. Then the next time you go, you will have to get the confidence within yourself to get the courage to talk to people at the putting green. Once you do it once, it'll be super easy for you to engage every other time you go. People are really friendly. They're very, very nice at the golf course. It's just you are feeling out of place, so you're stiffening up. Remember, I told you, relax with your shoulders. It should be the pendulum swing. Just keep those simple things in your mind and then build the confidence to talk. One person might introduce you to 5 people, or might know, hey, you're looking for a job in this industry, so-and-so knows so-and-so, let me put you in touch. And this is a much faster personal way to build a connection to potentially get a job instead of, I'm not saying LinkedIn is bad. LinkedIn is also a good source, but this is just a more personal way of building a relationship and potentially finding your next employer. That's the whole goal, right? Right now, the economy is not doing too well, and many people must have lost their jobs and have lost their jobs. So start doing the hard work now, which is in the house, putting, practicing. When the golf courses are open, and some are, but when they're open, get the courage, go out, start with putting. You don't need to have all the clubs. You don't need to know how to swing a full golf club. Putting is free. That's my message to you. Let me know if you still have more questions, or what are some of your fears or things you're scared or intimidated about. Leave them in the comments below. I am more than happy to walk you through the process on how honestly it helped me and has changed my life. Putting, I've met so many people putting on different golf courses. I truly hope that helps. Make sure obviously to click subscribe so I can produce more videos like this for you. And if it also helped, click the like button. That's also very helpful. And I hope to see you next Thursday in another video. Have a great day, you guys.